2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the second stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today's coverage of the BMW Championship is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yeah, he's going to have some bullets coming his way throughout this entire matchup. Let's see if he can dodge them. Oh, well done. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. This is buckets. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Moving to the next hole now, but this player is currently tied with Justin Rose for the lead. And Rich, the second hole in play for the championship is a little different than the round in the members face. It's the 13th on the card. Take us through it.
It is. It's a very strong par 3, just over 210 yards. But this green is very deep, so it wouldn't surprise me to see this hole playing somewhere over the 225-yard mark. It's very narrow, very long, and very difficult.
Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Now we head to the first of the par 5s in operation, the third hole, Rich.
Big hitters will be able to take advantage and drive it over those bunkers down the right-hand side, leaving a very straightforward and basic second shot back up the hill.
That's some good golf right there. Rich, love the fact that we've made our way through to the second week of the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure every player who's here is a little extra happy that they're at the BMW Championship.
Yes, Luke, 125 down to 70, so 55 players from last week did not make it onto this week's BMW Championship. A bummer for some, but a huge opportunity for the guys that are here. Just 70, no cut whatsoever. If there's ever a player that wants to turn it loose, trying to get inside the top 30 in the next week, this is the time. If you are outside that top 30, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't go flag hunting. You should try and fire everything you can, because you know that you have to play well this week if you want to make it into the top 30 next week in the Tour Championship. This is a great opportunity for those outside the top 30 and a little bit nerve-wracking from those sitting from about 20 to 30 on that current list.
And now that finds him in first place. Reached the fourth hole, a relatively short par 4.
At 400 yards, yes, Luke. Big hitters once again can take the fairway bunkers out of play. Second shot again will be uphill to a ginormous green.
Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely to the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
This one is chewing fiber.
Whew. That one had eyes for the flag the whole way. And they'll tap this in for birdie. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And that will take him to 4 under. And this putt to move into a tie for second. Oh, just missed. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Rich, we head to the 5th on the property, and we really need to position our tee shots here, don't we?
We do. This is a very interesting, cool hole, Luke. This is kind of like a fairway and then second shot green and not much else out there that you really want any part of. Miss the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Don't hit it in there because you're going to make at least 5, if not worse.
Nicely done. This shot is about 140 yards out. Currently leading by 3. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par here. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Rich, the 6th hole's a par 4 measuring under 400 yards, but there's still plenty of focus needed here.
It's just a straightaway hole, Luke. A lot of players can go ahead and take a long iron and just wedge it on from there. I still think, though, the big hitters are going to give it a run and just take out the driver and whip it on up there.
Lovely effort, that. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
This one heading towards the green. And he's hit that inside the range. 13 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
cracking. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Opting for the 5-iron.
Well, he means business. Coming out, hitting shots like that against HV3. I think Harold's just as surprised as I am.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, you've made it. What a play. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. We've reached the 8th hole. That's tidy. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Not a bad play, that one. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Oh, you know you want to.
Okay, steady now. Well, that's a bit disappointing. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This one is all over it.
This player's dialed in. What a shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The finishing hole on the outward half, the 9th, another good par 4.
It is, Luke. The fairway pinches in significantly where those bunkers come into play, both right and left. Second shot, slightly uphill to once again one of the largest greens on the golf course.
Good shot there, Beamer. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Teeing off now on the 10th hole. You like that, didn't you? And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Going with the 8-iron here. This is looking pretty good in the air. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This one's for birdie. This looks good. And that will drop in for birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Sitting at 7 under par for the day, currently in the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Playing within their comfort zone there.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the play, shall we? 14 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, that's a nice line. Wonderful shot.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Some strong holes on the inward half of this golf course, Rich, but there's no one longer than the 12th, the par 5.
There is not. It is absolute bombs away off the tee shot for these players. They can get it up and over a small rise. The ball will chase down and give them a thought. A thought, will they try and reach this 630-yard par 5 with the water in front? No thanks, I'm laying up, and I never say that.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Not the result they were after there.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
And here we are with the third shot. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Such soft hands.
And a par putt awaits him. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently 8 under for the round. This hole is a par 3. Opting for the 6 iron. Should find the green. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Just outside 10 feet to the hole here, right on 11 feet to be exact. That was a gallant attempt. Getting ready to play their third. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Still in the lead now after that hole. As we head now to the par 5 next. Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That's tracking. Nice comeback. That shows a lot of character. Be proud of that one.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the...
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
What an amazing play out of the greenside bunker. Up and in the hole. Nicely done.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Outstanding shot. High quality.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Yep, tracking well.
And that putt drops. Now 9 under as we head to the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Decisions to be made off the tee here, Rich, at the 16th hole.
At just under 400 yards, Luke, I just don't see most players taking out driver and giving it a go. Just hit an iron, short left of that fairway bunker, wedge it on, make your birdie.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. That was a thing of beauty. Got all of that one. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This has eyes for the hole. That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones.
Oh, they were just feeling this from the get-go. That is how you do it. Phenomenal stuff. What a putt.
A birdie putt awaits.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. Currently at 10 under par overall.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Couple of strong finishing holes to finish up here, Rich. First, let's take a look at the 17th.
Yeah, it's just about 420 yards, and you want to favor down the left-hand side as this fairway does move left to right. You avoid those fairway bunkers. The second shot, you have to be precise with your distance control because this green has got a lot of movement on it, a lot of little bowls to it.
Time for the second shot at the 17th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. This putt is about 8 feet. Looks good off the blade. That's inside the range. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This is outside range for him, 26 feet. This is their look at birdie.
Ooh, you like me and thought that had a chance? And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. And the finishing hole at the south course of Wilmington's famous country club reached a really good par 4.
Just over 440 yards. The bunker down the right-hand side off the tee is only reachable for the big hitters. Second shot, slightly back up the hill to a 2-tiered green. Distance control is imperative.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. From about 130 yards here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. And that is a great performance, winning the second event of the FedEx Cup Playoffs, driving away with the BMW Championship.
And this will set them up going into the Tour Championship in prime position to walk away with the entire FedEx Cup. What a tournament this was. Fantastic victory.
Well, when it comes to performances that they'll remember, that certainly has to be one of them. What a brilliant play today.
A match for the books, Luke. I'm just happy that I got to witness that and see that. What a rivalry it was in the lead up to this epic match, and they took down the hero. They come out on top of not just the rivalry, but also the event.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Tour Championship is about to start. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam as we kick off this Tour Championship. And Rich, this next player is at the very top of the FedEx Cup points list and are therefore starting this event at 3 under.
It's a good place to start, isn't it? You've already got a lead, and a significant lead on the chasing pack. And so it's one of these changes that we weren't too sure how it was all going to pan out, but it worked well, so the players embraced it. And it's interesting, if nothing else. But yes, you're rewarded by being the #1 points earner, and I think it's great. It's been a lot of fun, and this really has added some excitement to it.
It's a lovely advantage to have going into any tournament, but that must feel like a huge head start.
It's a huge head start, but let's just kind of look at the opposite way.
If you lose, all of a sudden, those guys that are trailing, they're going to give you a little bit of something in the locker room after the week is over with. But no, listen, I mean, obviously, #1 going into this week, they're playing well. The confidence level is high. They're firing on all cylinders. I don't see the top leaders really falling down that much. I think they're going to kind of maintain what they've already produced in the first couple of playoff events.
And it's a great reward for a season long of excellence.
Yes, that's exactly right. And it's a nice reward. It's a nice bonus, and that's why we call it the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's a bonus at the end of the year.
Well, I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
A par putt on the table.
Just didn't drop. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Down here on the 6th as Tony Finau gets ready for his next shot.
This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade.
No, that's too bad. It's just about 3 feet away.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Looking at the scoreboard, they currently sit in second place, behind Jon Rahm.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Ball striking is certainly a premium here at East Lake Ridge, and the third no different.
If your tee shot is in the fairway, every single flag on this green is findable. Playing from the rough, watch out for that deep bunker fronting the green.
That could play.
That was special.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Here's a look at Jon Rahm from earlier. Our current leader showing us why they're on top. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Surely it's going to.
That's frustrating. Par putt coming up here.
Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Playing from around 190 yards out.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Yeah, that was a safe play.
Top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
That's disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
He's currently tied for first.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Come on, you're better than that. Oh, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yeah, this is lovely. Yeah, that was great wind management there.
This putt is of 9 feet.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
And that will take him to 3 under. I'll tell you what, there's been some great golf being played all over the course. Let's have a look at this. Well, this is a fair reason why our leader is where he is on the leaderboard.
Lining up for his 3rd now.
Nice putt to make that one. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course.
The 6th hole at East Lake Ridge, one to get after.
You don't need to be long off the tee, Luke. It's only 525 yards, but the second shot plays straight back up the hill, so a little length helps.
Well played, mate. Rich, love being here in Atlanta with you. If you've made it to Atlanta on the PGA Tour, you are one of the best in the game.
You certainly are that. And what an accomplishment. To be the top 30 best players on the PGA Tour. This is a very enviable position for a lot of these players. You know that you've done something right if you've made it to East Lake. And I think that's not lost on any player. I think each and every player in this tournament, irregardless of where they're standing on the leaderboard before the tournament begins, they know that they've had a very good year on the golf course, and this is such an added bonus coming here. The only downside is they are coming to one of the most difficult golf courses on the PGA Tour, where birdies are kind of confounding at times. And so it's really a difficult golf course to make a lot of ground up on. And so those players that are starting on the top of the leaderboard this week have a distinct advantage over those players that are starting 2, 3 under, and especially the guys that are starting at even par.
Oh, what a super shot. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that.
And this shot from the bunker.
Well, it's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
I'm down here on the 11th hole as Tony Finau gets ready to hit.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. That'll sting a bit. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
This one started out on a good line. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Now on the tee of a long par 4. Oh, this should affect the ball flight. That's going to find the water, sadly. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
Not bad. And here we are with their 4th. Going with the 7. Yeah, well played.
Onto the green now. This for the bogey, looking at double bogey right between the eyes.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey.
Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
And they'll have to compose themselves now with this tee shot after a double bogey at the last.
This one headed left and not coming back.
Here's some action from just a moment ago.
Absolute beauty here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Getting ready to play their third. One stroke off the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Yep, well holed for bogey. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. And now we go to the 14th, where this happened a moment ago. Tony Finau with a fantastic shot. And back to the course with the live action.
Setting up in the first cut here.
Just needs this one to kick right.
Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Nice line. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And that will take him to 2 under. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Time to tee off on the 11th. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Yeah, nicely played.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. This hole is a par 4.
Could roll into the rough on this one. Let's head over to the 13th.
Here's Jon Rahm.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from about 105 yards...
Needs this one to kick right.
And here we are with the third shot. He shares top spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt coming up for his par. Good putt that. Currently 2 under for the event. Time to face a par 4.
That dog will hunt.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau from earlier.
Check this one out from the fairway bunker.
Let's return to live play now. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. He sits in first position. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
That was wonderfully done. Around 110 yards to go. He leads the field by a stroke. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card. Well, that's a bit disappointing. This one for bogey.
On a nice line.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Going with the 5-wood. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot.
This is how you do it 7 days a week.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here.
Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here.
An opportunity to make a par here.
Looking good. Oh, that's good grit there.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And there's a lot of pressure on the line, Rich, as we get to the closing holes at Eastlake. And here we are at 16.
Tough tee shot, 454 yards, deep bunker down the right-hand side. Tee shot plays straight back up the hill. Go ahead and give her a wallop.
Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied for top spot. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Well, that's beautifully judged. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
I don't mind the look of this. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
And as we get to the penultimate hole at Eastlake, Rich, what does it require?
The tee has been moved back some 60 yards over the last couple of years, putting a premium on finding the fairway. Those bunkers down the left-hand side are menacing, to say the least.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Sitting up here from about 155.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Let's catch up with another Jon Rahm highlight, shall we?
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one? Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, so close.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Currently at 3 under for the day. And after a recent switch of the 9s here at Eastlake, the finishing hole's gone from a tough par 3, Rich, to a really gettable 5.
Go ahead and take out the driver and enjoy this tee shot. It might be difficult, but if you hit it in the fairway, you'll definitely be rewarded by being able to go for it in 2.
Nicely done. That's heading into the rough, I think. Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hole. A chip for the tournament. This is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all. Well, Rich, that was a fantastic season on tour, no doubt about it. We finally have our FedEx Cup champion.
Luke, this player deserves the FedEx Cup championship. They played exceptional golf all year long, and they showed what they're made of when it mattered the most. Just an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations to this year's FedEx Cup champion.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this featured group's play this week. It's going to be fire, let me tell you. There seems to be quite the rivalry starting between these two players.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Well struck. Second shot here on the first. That's nicely done. Getting ready to play their third. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Oh, just missed. Putting for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Wonderfully played. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's not what they were looking for.
A bit short with that effort.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Ouch, that hurts. And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He has this putt to save his par. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole. Going with the 7. Yep, that shot safely on the green. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Little birdie look in here.
No, that's too bad.
That will drive you bats.
An opportunity to make their par.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Let's catch up with Ricky Fowler. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Yeah, that one will play. This one from about 160 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that was pure. And this putt to move into the top 10.
This one's tracking.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
Oh, he'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Currently 1 under for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Luke, this player coming off a birdie on the last hole, getting some momentum going their direction.
That's a good-looking shot there. Well, Rich, it looks like this player has signed on with a new brand of ball, and they're using them for the first time. What kind of adjustments need to be made?
Hopefully they've done their homework and done testing before this week with this new equipment, because if not, they might hit some shots that don't quite turn out quite as expected. And as we know by watching these tour players week in and week out, they can be fragile beings at times. And if something happens that's a little bit unexpected, then that seems to throw them off awfully quickly. So I hope that they did their due diligence, got some time before putting this golf ball in play this week. Hopefully it's not the first time they've played around a golf here, because if it is, then it's going to be interesting to see how they handle all these changes.
Well, well played.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
That's outstanding. What a putt.
He's just asked his caddy to go get that and march to the next tee.
And this putt to move into the top 5. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 6th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, how good was that?
Heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. And down it goes. And that will take him to 3 under.
Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, fair amount of elevation here. They're going to have to be careful that they club up because you do not want to be short.
Needs this one to kick right. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
What's in front of them, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 4 feet to the cup. It's got a chance. And that makes him tied for first. Here we find ourselves in the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ooh.
A par putt awaits.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now.
With that hole finished, they're currently in top spot alongside Will Zalatoris. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
That should find the cut stuff. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out.
Currently tied for the lead.
Well, this one's right at the pin.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
It's Ricky Fowler's turn now. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Okay, time to return to the action. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Not a bad line, this.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back 9 to play.
This is what you practice for, isn't it? You want to be near the lead, in the lead, tied for lead, whatever it is. This is why you put in the hours each and every day.
Quality shot, that one. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. He shares the lead. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Yeah, this is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. And we've arrived at a par 3. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will move him to 6 under par.
Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And choosing the 8-iron here. So I might need to set. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Is this one heading into the sand?
Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Why don't we catch up with Rickie Fowler?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? It's a chance for a good shot here from the fairway bunker. This putt to get to 7 under the card. This one's online. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 7 under.
And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard, but Will Zalatoris is second. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Going with the 8-iron here. Wow, what a shot. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Well, that'll play, and that will take him to 8 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Always the toughest hole in the game, a long par 4.
It's like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. From around 170 yards here. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Just hammered that through the line. Just a 4-footer remaining.
That gets the job done. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well hold.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Outstanding approach shot. There's a putt of about 6 feet coming up. Well played.
And with just a slim lead with 4 holes to go, do they have what it takes to get the job done?
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke, but can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. They say drive for show, putt for dough, but that was plenty of show there. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Birdied their last hole.
Here's Ricky Fowler. That is absolutely brilliant. The rarest of shots.
Fairway bunker shots, toughest in the game, but not for this player, holing it out.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Oh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Luke, at just 283 yards, listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the 3-wooder driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
Wow, that's bold. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Absolutely sets himself up for an eagle on this hole.
He was on a good line.
Putting for birdie here. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Let's catch up with Ricky Fowler. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, well played.
Great touch.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage.
And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead.
Nicely done. Lining up from around 160 yards. Going with the 7. And should find the surface. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last. This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament.
Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually.
Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. And ladies and gentlemen, he's done it. That putt seals the win.
What a fantastic win this week, Luke. This player was on top of their game all week long. A hard-earned, hard-fought, but well-deserved win.
And as we recap the day's results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the action today.
No place I would rather be, Luke. What a day it was. Saw some wins, saw some losses. Overall, some great golf and a pleasure to be out here alongside you guys.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.